What's up? It's Sudoku with Joy. My name is Sudoku. It's Monday. You know what that means. It's time for a brand new Artisanal Sudoku by James Sinclair. This time we're going to do Arvada by James Sinclair. Before we get going, if you like what I do, please hit like and subscribe. It is free for you, but it does me a lot of good. All right, let's see what we got. Arvada. Normal Sudoku rules apply. We have cages and we have thermometers. All right, so normal Sudoku rules 1 to 9 in every row, every column, and every 3 by 3 box. We have cages, so these dotted lines are a cage, and they have to add up to the sum in the top left corner. So these 3 have to add up to 7, these 2, 13, 9, 12, etc. Thermometers, digits on thermometers increase from the bulb. This is the bulb. The round end is the bulb, so it has to go up from here. This doesn't have to be a 1, but it just cannot go, it cannot be a 2 and then this be a 1. This cannot be a 9 and then this be a 3. For instance, but this can go up, but it doesn't have to go up by 1. So it could be a 1, 3, 5, 7, 8 type of situation. All right, let's see what we got. Now this 7 only has one option. That's a 1, 2, 4, which means I can place, so I know that this is going to be a 2. That'll be a 4 with a 1 here. So that forces a 3 there. Now the bulb, this has to be the lowest digit. And the only thing lower than 2 is a 1. All right, can I do something similar over here? All right, so we know that this cannot be a 2, 3, 4, because if this was a 2, then this would have to be a 1. This is a 3, then if this was this would have to be a 4, because this thermometer has to go up, but then this would be a 3.5. So that can't be a 2, 3, 4. Now, if this was a 1, 2, 6, 2, it would have to go like that. But if this was a 2, that'd have to be a 1. So we know it's not a 1, 2, 6. So it's going to be a 1, 3, 5, which places the 3 here. That's a 5. That'll be a 1. And then that's going to be that has to be a 4. Only thing less than a 3 is a 1 or a 2, but it can't be a 1 because of that. So that's going to be a 2. And then we know that the 1s are going to be down over here. Normal Sudoku rules. But then with the thermometer, this has to go up. So 1 cannot be there. All right, and then I can pencil mark some 3s here, which means the 3s are going to be up there. Yeah, because it can't be there. 3s are already on the thermometer. Thermometers, digits cannot repeat on thermometers unless it's a slow thermometer, which these are not. Slow thermometers are fun though. I enjoy them. Okay, so do we have a 13, the solution for 13? 4, it's either going to be 4, 9, or the 4 is going to be here, which does not help a ton. All right, so then this goes up, 1, 2, 3, could be a 4, but that's not helpful because this has so many options, because then this could be 5 through 9. All right, so this cannot be a 1, 2, 9. Could it be a 1, 3, 8? The 3 would have to go here, but then where would the 3 go in that column? Okay, so cannot have a 3. Does that mean it can't have a 3 at all? No, could it be a 3, 4, 5? No, it cannot, because if this is a 3, 4, 5, it would have to go 3, 4, 5, and then this would also have to be a 4, but it also can't because of that 4. 2, 4, 6. This could be a 4, 6 with a 2 here and a 5 there. It's possible. Could this be a 1, 4, 7? Let's try it out. 1, 4, 7. 1 obviously can't go there, so this would have to be a 1, and it couldn't be, so that'd be a 7, and then they would both have to be 4s in the end. So no, it can't be a 1, 4, 7. What about 1, 5, 6? 1 would have to go here, and it can't be. Done. Okay. 2, 3, 7. It would have to go. Nope. Can't be 2, 3, 7. So this is going to be a 2, 4, 6. And we know that the 2 cannot go here because this would have to be a 1. So that's going to be a 4. I'm going to put the 2 here. That's a 6 with a 5. And then place the 3 there. All right. And then I'm going to place a 3 here as well. So I'll pencil mark some 3s there. All right, I feel okay about that. And then I'm going to pencil mark some 3s there as well. That's now a 7, 8, 9 triple. And this is 1, 7, 8, 9 quad. Interesting. All right. This cannot be. All right, that can't be a 1, 4, 9. Because the 9 would have to go here, and that would have to be a 1, 4. But then the 1 would also have to go here, so that's not helpful. 1, 5, 8. 1 would go here, which is impossible. I'm just going to delete all the 1s because the 1s cannot be in there. That makes sense. Why didn't I think of that before? 2, 3, 9, not possible. 2, 4, 8. This would have to be a 4 with an 8 there and a 2 here. That's a 4. That could be a 2 or a 3, which is possible. Okay, 2, 4, 8 is good. How about 2, 5, 7? 5 there, 7 there. 5, that could be a 6. Yep, 2, 5, 7 is possible. 3, 4, 7. 3, 4, 7. That's possible. And then 3, 5, and 6. This would have to be the 3. That would be a 5 with a 6 here. Okay, so the rest of them are possible if I did my figuring out correctly. I don't know that I did, though. But almost certainly this has to be a 2 or a 3. I think, right? 2 here, 3 here. I think so. This is supposed to be the easy puzzle for the week, and I am struggling. Okay, actually I can put some 4s here, which places a 4 there, so then we know that that's not a 4, 9. Okay, so then actually this is going to be a 1, 4 pair. There we go, that's something. So this cannot be a 5, so then we know that the 5 has to be down here. This could be a 5, 8 or a 6, 7 still. Okay, 5's are there. And 1s are over here. 4s will be here. These can all be 5s. 6, 6, 6. If there's a 2, all right, this is way tougher than I was expecting for the easy puzzle on a Monday. Easy, I should say. All right, let's figure this out again. So if there's a 2, let's see, if it's 2, 4, 8, it would go like that. Yes. If it was a 2, 5, 7, it would go 2 there, 5, and 7. If it was a 3, 4, 7, you would have to go 3, 4, and 7. If it was a 3, 5, 6, it would go 3 here, 5 or 6, and then 5 or 6, and then this would be a 4. Okay. Okay, this is interesting. But we know, okay, so this can never be a 5. Okay, so yeah, that's definitely a 2 or a 3, which is helpful. But not helpful enough. And 1s will be in the corners. Let's just go for it. So why did I say 5s had to be down here? Because they can't be over there. Okay. So 5s would be up there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. That's not helpful. Wait, so we know that the 2, okay, 2 in the column is going to go there, so that can't be a 2, so that's a 3. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so this can no longer be a 3. So that removes the 3, 4, 7, and the 3, 5, 6. Okay, so the 6s are no longer in there. And then that can no longer be a 5. So this is either 2, 4, 8 or 2, 5, 7. So this places that as a 2. So I can delete that too. Okay. Then 2s cannot go there, cannot go here, cannot go on the end of a bulb or on the end of a thermometer. So the 2's there, that's going to be a 2 as well. And then I can pencil mark 2's up there. And then place a 2 there, that's a 4. All right, 4 cannot be in the bulb, so the 4 is going to be up there, or the end, sorry, not the bulb. 4s are like that. Okay, so then this is, I don't think, that cannot be a 4 anymore. So this is a 2, 4, 8 or a 2, 5, 7. This is a 5 or a 6. Could be a 7, because that's an 8. Oh, this isn't a 3, sorry. There we go. So then we know that the 3's are going to be over here. Nice little X-wing. That's not a 3 anymore, so this is a 3. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 1, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Yay, yay, yay. Okay. Then 1s are going to be in the corners. 1s are there. All right, this is not going very well. That's going to be a 1. Oh, my word. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. All right, 1s are here. So 1s cannot go in either of the ends. So then the 1s are going to go like that. So I can place that as a 4. That's a 1. So that's no longer a 4. So this is a 4. That's going to be a 9. Delete that 4. All right, there we go. Now we're talking. Seven, 8. Okay, so this can no longer be an 8, so this has to be a 7, which puts that as a 5. That's going to be an 8, and then I can place a 5 there as well. Now we got a place to go. Okay, so then this is the only option for 5 in the box. So that's an 8. And I can pencil mark 5s there, pencil mark 5s there, and then delete these 8s. 6, 7, 9, triple. Okay. All right. Now I'm feeling a little better about my situation now. This is going to be the 8, which puts that is a 3-8 pair. So then this is going to be a 6, 7. We can place a 6 there, 7 there. This is no longer a 7. So these are going to be 6. This is a 6, 9 pair. Nice. Five. Then we need 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay. I'm going to pencil mark 1s, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then so that's a 1, 4, 9 triple. So this is going to be a 6. That's a 9, 6. Delete those 6s. This is now a 2, 6 pair, and we can do 6 there, 2 there. 5, 6. We need 7, 8, and 9. Yeah, 7, 8, 9. And then this is a 1, 6 pair. 1, 6. This is now a 7, and this will be a 5. So that's a 5 as well. We have 7, 8 here. Pencil mark those. 4, 5. Then this is going to be a 6, 9 pair. Nice, which we can put a 1 there. That's going to be a 6. Finish off that with a 7. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a 1, 8, 9 triple. This is still a 6, 7, 9 triple. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, 6s are in the corners. I'm just going to pencil mark them. See if anything jumps out at me. So 8s have to be in this column. So this will be the 8. That's a 7. Delete those 7s. Come on, man. Pay attention. 9, 6. That's going to be a 7, 9. So that's going to be a 6 and a 7. Delete. So that'll be... Hang on. This is now a 5, 8, 9 triple. I don't know what numbers I was looking at before, but I was wrong. 5, 8, 9. Okay. And then 8, 9 there. Okay. Then we got, this is the only option for a 2 now. 2s are done. Good. Threes are still here. 1s are going to be over here. Nope, didn't want to do that. Wanted to do that because it cannot be there. So that's no longer 1, which we can place the 1 there now. Okay. 3s are penciled. 4s are penciled. 5, 5. So this is a 5. So that'll be a 5. Delete that 5. 8, 9. Can we place a 6? Yes, we can. 6 there. That's a 3. 8 there. 3 here. 2. So then I have 7s there. 8. So is this, yeah, that's going to be an 8, 9. Eat those 9, so we have, wait, no, that's a 9 as well. That's going to be an 8, so that's an 8, 9. Push that as a 7, 8. Then we have a 1 there. That's a 9, 4, 1. Put that as a 4. Finish it off with a 7. Oh my goodness, 1902. That's supposed to be the easy puzzle, James. Come on, help me out a little bit.